Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of AI and how it's changing business intelligence.
Yeah.
We're looking at a blog post by Ira Warren Whiteside.
Mm-hmm.
He's the information Sherpa, right? And the post is titled Synthesizing AI and BI.
Sounds pretty dense.
It is.
Yeah.
But we're going to break it down and make it really easy to understand how AI is basically changing how we use data in business.
Awesome.
Now, you probably already know the basics of BI, like what it is and what it does.
Yeah, like looking at past data.
Right. But here's the thing. BI traditionally helps us understand the past, but with AI, we can now use that past data to predict the future.
Like way more accurately than before.
Exactly. Whiteside really emphasizes how AI and machine learning can handle all that data we have now.
And it's a lot of data.
It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet anymore. We're
Yeah.
talking text, images, even audio.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's a whole new world of data that traditional BI just couldn't handle.
So AI is like the key to unlocking all that.
Exactly. It's like having a superpowered assistant who can sift through mountains of information and find those golden nuggets of insight.
Okay, I get it. AI can analyze all this crazy data, but what does that actually mean for someone like me who uses BI every day?
Well, think about it this way. With AI, you could predict things like customer churn with like 90% accuracy.
Whoa.
Or you could identify emerging market trends weeks before your competitors even know what's happening.
So it's like having a crystal ball.
Kind of. It's
Yeah.
all about using the power of AI to make smarter, faster, more informed decisions.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about speed? I mean, everything moves so fast these days.
Yeah, real-time analytics is huge in today's business world, and AI makes it possible.
I see.
Like, imagine you're in finance, and you need to detect fraudulent transactions the second they happen.
Oh, wow.
Or, let's say you're in e-commerce, and you need to adjust pricing based on real-time demand of what your competitors are doing.
That's crazy.
AI can do all that and more. It's taking BI from this, like, historical record keeper to a live interactive tool.
So it's not just about understanding the past anymore.
Yeah.
It's about making decisions in the moment based on what's happening right now.
You got it. It's like having a constant stream of insights flowing into your decision-making process.
And that brings us to another cool thing about AI. Its predictive capabilities.
Right. By looking at past data, AI can forecast future events with crazy accuracy.
So you're not just reacting to what's already happened, but you can actually anticipate what's coming and make decisions accordingly.
Exactly. Imagine being able to predict which products will be in high demand next quarter.
Or being able to identify potential supply chain disruptions before they even happen.
Exactly. That's the kind of foresight that AI brings to the table.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing, but how accessible is all of this for someone who's not a data scientist?
Well, that's where natural language processing comes in. It's also called NLP.
NLP.
Yeah. Basically, it lets you talk to your BI tools using everyday language.
So I can just ask a question like, which product had the highest sales last quarter?
Exactly. And you'll get an answer right away without having to write any complex code or queries.
That's amazing. So even someone without a technical background can use AI-powered BI tools.
Absolutely. NLP is democratizing data analytics, making it accessible to everyone.
This is a game changer. It sounds like AI is going to revolutionize how we do business.
It definitely is.
So where do we go from here?
Well, let's keep digging into this. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore some more advanced applications of AI and BI and talk about how this is impacting decision-making at every level.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. Stay tuned.
So we've talked about how AI can analyze mountains of data and give us these crazy insights.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
But what's really exciting is how AI is actually changing the way we approach decision-making in business.
Like how so?
Well, traditionally, we've relied a lot on intuition, experience, gut feeling,
Right. Right.
But with AI, we can base our decisions on data-driven insights.
So it's like having this virtual consultant whispering in your ear.
Exactly. It's augmenting your own decision-making with the power of AI,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay, so let's say you're launching a new marketing campaign.
Mm-hmm.
AI can look at past campaigns, identify patterns, and then predict which channels and messages will be most effective for your target audience.
That would save a ton of time and money and probably make the campaign way more successful.
Right. And think about personalization. AI can help you tailor messages and offers to individual customers based on their preferences and what they've done before.
It's like AI is taking all the guesswork out of marketing.
Kinda, yeah. But it's important to remember that AI is still a tool, right?
Of course.
And like any tool, It needs to be used responsibly.
So we can't just blindly follow what the AI tells us.
Exactly. We still need to understand its limitations,
Right.
and be aware of potential biases in the data and use our own judgment to make the final call.
So it's not about replacing human decision-making altogether,
No,
but about using AI to enhance it.
exactly. Think of it as a partnership
Oh.
where AI provides the data-driven insights and humans provide context and intuition, those ethical considerations.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a collaboration between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
A perfect match. Speaking of collaboration, Whiteside mentions in his blog that he's working on a book that goes even deeper into the synergy between AI and BI.
Oh yeah, I'm really curious to see what he has to say.
Me too. He hints at some pretty big implications of AI's predictive power.
Like what?
Well, he suggests that the real challenge might not be predicting the future,
Oh.
but deciding what future we want to create.
Whoa, that's deep.
Right. With AI, we have the potential to shape the future like never before.
Yeah.
But it also raises questions about our values and goals.
It's like now that we have the power to see what's coming, what do we actually want to do with that knowledge?
Exactly. It's a huge responsibility, but also super exciting to be on the cutting edge of this tech revolution.
Totally. So are we like on the cusp of a new era
Yeah.
where AI transforms not just business, but society as a whole?
It feels like it, right?
It does. And it's up to us to make sure this transformation is a positive one.
I agree. We need to have those conversations about the ethical implications of AI.
Yeah, and make sure AI benefits everyone.
Right. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about how we choose to use it.
Exactly. And that's where I think Whiteside's work is so important.
How so?
Well, he's not just a tech guy.
Right.
He's a thought leader, helping us navigate this whole AI landscape.
So for our listeners out there, if you want to learn more about how AI and BI are coming together, check out Whiteside's blog, Information Sherpa.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for his book.
It's going to be a game changer, I bet.
Definitely.
You know, this conversation has really opened my eyes to the possibilities of AI in BI.
Mine too.
It's not just about making better decisions, but about understanding the past, predicting the future, and shaping the world we want to live in.
Well said. It's like AI is a catalyst for change,
Absolutely.
and we have the power to make that change a good thing.
Okay, before we move on to the last part of this deep dive, I want to talk about something that we haven't touched on yet.
Oh, what's that?
We've talked a lot about AI's impact on BI, but what about the other way around?
You mean how BI is impacting AI?
Exactly. I mean, AI needs data to learn and make predictions, right?
That's true.
And BI is all about collecting and analyzing that data.
Right, so in a way, BI is like the foundation for AI.
It's giving AI the raw materials it needs to learn and grow.
Yeah, it's like BI is the fuel that powers the AI engine.
So it's not just a one-way street.
Go.
AI enhances BI, and BI fuels AI.
Is symbiotic relationship.
Exactly. And as both technologies keep evolving, this relationship is only going to get stronger.
So for our listeners, this is a key takeaway.
Don't just think of AI and BI as separate things.
Right.
They're intertwined, each one influencing and enhancing the other.
And understanding that relationship is key to leveraging the full potential of both AI and BI.
This has been a really insightful conversation.
Oh, it has.
We've covered so much ground.
From the basics of AI and BI to the impact on decision-making to the future of society.
But we've only scratched the surface.
There's always more to learn and explore in this field.
So for our listeners, don't stop here. Keep learning, stay curious, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI and BI.
The future is in your hands.
Okay, so we've spent a lot of time diving deep into this AI and BI thing.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
It really has. But before we wrap things up, I want to make sure we connect all the dots for our listeners.
Sounds good.
Like, how can they actually use this stuff in their own work?
Right. Make it practical.
Exactly. So let's say you're trying to understand what your customers really think about your product.
Okay.
AI can analyze tons of customer reviews, social media posts, even those support tickets.
All that messy stuff.
Yeah. And it can give you a really clear picture of what people are saying, both good and bad.
Much more powerful than just looking at a few surveys or
They're
something.
way more powerful. You're getting this deep, nuanced understanding of how customers feel.
I see.
And that can help you make your products better, tailor your marketing, even predict what people are going to want next.
It's like getting inside your customers' heads.
It really is. And remember, AI can do this in real time, so you're always on top of things.
Which is huge in today's fast-paced world.
It's like having your finger on the pulse of your business, constantly monitoring and adapting.
Okay, so real-time insights, check. But what about predicting the future? We talked about that too.
Right. Imagine being able to forecast sales with crazy accuracy or knowing about potential risks before they even happen.
That's the kind of edge that can make or break a business.
And Whiteside takes this idea even further in his blog post.
How so?
He talks about this idea of using AI and BI not just to predict the future, but to actually shape it.
Whoa, hold on. That's a big one.
I know, right? It's not just about knowing what's going to happen, but about actively creating the future we want.
So we're not just passengers on this train anymore.
No way. We're the conductors, choosing the destination and laying the tracks.
That's a powerful way to think about it.
It's about taking all those insights we've been talking about and using them to build the world we want to see.
So for our listeners, it's not just about using AI and BI as tools, but about understanding their true potential.
It's about embracing the possibilities and using them to make a real difference.
To shape the future, not just predict it.
Exactly. And that's a perfect place to wrap up our deep dive.
It really is.
Remember, you can learn more about this stuff on Ira Warren Whiteside's blog, Information Sherpa.
And don't forget about his upcoming book. It's going to be packed with even more insights.
So keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI and BI.
The future is out there, waiting for you to shape it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI and BI.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, stay curious.